With Director of Rugby Steve Diamond moving into our European Challenge Cup game over in Po on Sunday. Dimes, this is a competition you've got a bit of history with it. What's the club's philosophy towards Europe this season?
Well, I think like all competitions, we're going to have a go at it at the beginning. I think if you can win 2 games and get bonus points, losing bonus points in this comp, you stand a chance of going through. And I think there's a void in the season, which hopefully we can fill with the Prem Cup now. And then later on in March, April, these European games come up. So we don't want to be missing too many weeks like we did last year. So we're going to send a strong team out to Po.
You use the Premiership Cup to add a bit more momentum into your league season as well. Are you hoping that Europe can do the same?
Definitely, yeah. A lot stronger competition, to be fair, and a bit old schooly because it's a bit like a little tour. Notwithstanding the fact we're only there for a night, but it's a different environment, and the beauty of going to Po, it's going to take us a shorter time to get to Po on a chartered plane than it is to get to Sale or Leicester on a bus. So it's one of them quick trips.
Playing in France is a little bit different to England, sort of different atmosphere and maybe a different style of rugby. What can the lads expect over there?
Well, they're a good side. They're in the top 14. They've beaten Lyon, I think, recently. Good side. Before we dominated, they got the Exeter fly half, Simmons in there, and Dan Robson at 9. So they'll have an Anglo feel about playing strategy and territorially and stuff. But look, we're good on the turnover at the minute. We're top in the league, the Premiership on turnovers, winning turnovers. We're off the bottom of the league in placings, which is great for us. And there's a buzz around the place. To be fair, I've pulled their heads in this morning because there was a buzz around the place after Exeter, and we got a good hiding at Gloucester. And we didn't train well that week, so we've asked the senior lads to manage that for us and police it. And we're after a good, hard physical session this afternoon. In tomorrow, off, train on Friday, private jet on Saturday. Who could ask for more? Feel like Newcastle United, don't we?
Absolutely. Injury-wise, we've got getting a couple back and a couple out. Where do we stand on injuries?
Yeah, that usual hamster wheel of rugby injuries. Sam Arnold will be out. Ethan Grayson will be out with the knocks he took from the weekend. Hopefully, Ben will be back with Conor Doherty. So, yeah, 2 in, 2 out. That's the way it goes.
We lost Pedro Rubiolo last week as well. What's the prognosis on him?
Yeah, well, a freak injury in training. He snapped a couple of metatarsals, I think they are, in his foot. So it's not a great injury. So it's a work in progress. He's had surgery, several pieces of metal put in there, and then we'll see where he is.
Kieran Wilkinson possibly due to come back as well, a player you brought in over the summer. What can we expect from him? What are the qualities there?
Yeah, Wilco could control a game. Brett's done really well for us at fly half, but Wilco get the run this weekend. And one of my memories of Wilco at Sale when I brought him through the academy was we played at Po and won in the same comp, and he played that night. So let's hope we can repeat that.
We're going into this game with a bit of a spring in our step after last Friday against Saracens. A result that a lot of people on the outside probably didn't see coming, but what were your recollections of that one?
Well, a lot of people on the outside didn't never see him coming, but having said that, not a lot of people on the inside thought it was going to happen. Let's be brutally frank. Myself and the team, and you, Smithy, accepted. Yeah, listen, we're getting better. We're reasonable at set piece again. And our defence has come to life. You know, there's 3 or 4 occasions on Friday night where they ended up 30 metres back from where they started attacking, which just shows that we're all buying into it and a good team ethic.
And been a lot of chat off the field as well about the club's situation, a few media reports about being up for sale or open to investment, however you want to phrase it. Can you just explain where we are at the moment?
Yeah, the shareholders, Seymour and the Thompson family, would require some more investment. alternative investment to buy the whole thing in a one-stop shop, or other investors come in who want to invest into rugby and be part of the Falcons. I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's really good that it's gone out into the public domain. I was at Worcester when nothing came out into the public domain apart from things I would say, and I think for the owners and stakeholders to be public about it is really, really good, and respectful for all, you know, the supporters, the sponsors, and the playing staff and staff. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be it won't happen before Christmas. But let's hope in the new year that we can entice the right investment who see a future for the community of rugby across the north east and across to the northwest of Cumbria.
And I suppose part of your role is ensuring that all that noise doesn't become a distraction from the bread and butter of going out and winning games, which ultimately is going to help sell the club.
Yeah, the only distraction I've got at the moment is learning the club song away at Bladen Races, and I've got 2 verses now firmly fixed in my brain. In fact, next week, if we win at Poe, I'll give you a rendition here.
That's on camera. We'll hold you to that, and thanks as always for your time, Dimes.
Thanks, lads.